Hi, this is Katie with craftingwithkatie.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make some Thanksgiving place cards that you'll actually be able to alter and use for different holidays throughout the year. The base of my place card is made from Paper Tray Ink craft cardstock, and it's cut at 5.5 by 2 3/4 inches, scored at 2 3/4. So I'll just go ahead and fold that. And then I have some layers. This is a pine feather color from Paper Tray Ink that's cut at 2.5 by 2.5. And then this is a rustic white cardstock from Paper Tray Ink cut at 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So you can see how this layers. So I'm going to be running this through the Cuttlebug in kind of a special way. So let me show you how I did that. I'm going to be using the Swiss Dots Cuttlebug folder, but I'm not going to emboss the entire square of paper because I want to leave room for to put the name. So what I did is kind of trial and error. I realized that if I did about 4 dots down, that was a nice distance from the top. So you just have to line it up, and you can see the nice thing about the Cuttlebug folders is they're transparent, so you can see through the 4 dots. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Cuttlebug sandwich. Just be really careful that that doesn't slide around. And you can do 2 at a time also. Okay. So perfect. And now I'm going to, on the bottom part, bring it so there's about 3 dots. You can see just getting it arranged, and it's just columns of 3 dots, which will leave space for the name. So we'll run this one through. Great. Now, to just define the area for the name a little bit, I'm going to use my Score Pal. And I'm going to turn this face down. And what I want to do is use the Score Pal to emboss 2 lines. So I'm just going to arrange this so it's just next to where the dots are. And I want this to come through pretty deeply, so I'm going to go over it twice, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and just leave a nicely defined area for the stamped name, so it comes out like this. What I'm using for the name is a Paper Tray Ink stamp set called Simple Alphabet, which has these teeny tiny letters. And to use these, you really want to have a block that has a grid on it so you can line up your letters. So I've gone ahead and put Eric on there for my son. And I always like to just test it on a piece of scratch paper. So I just went ahead and stamped the name on here. So the next step is to adhere all of the parts together. So the first thing I'm going to do is just use my ATG gun to run some adhesive around the edges of my pine feather layer. And I chose this color because I thought it would be good for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and even for Easter. My mom uses a dark green, it's a runner with some dark green in it for Easter, so that would be good too. So we have that, and now we're going to adhere the layer that's embossed with the name. And there we go. I told you I was going to make this so I could use it for various holidays. So what I want to do is when I put my image down, instead of using a glue dot or some other adhesive, I'm going to use Velcro. So this can actually be removed and replaced with something else. I got these Velcro squares at Joann's, and you can cut each one into quarters so you'll get a lot of use out of them. So I have my little leaf here, and this I cut from Gypsy Wanderings at 1.5 inches, And the brown is a dark chocolate from Paper Tray ink, and the yellow is Coordinations, which I love for any intricate cuts, especially those on Gypsy Wanderings. So I'm just going to put a piece of Velcro on the back. And then I'm going to take the other kind of Velcro, and you can see when you do this, use really old scissors that you don't care about because it messes them up since these are sticky. These scissors I messed up a while ago, so no problem. So what you want to do then is take the opposite type of Velcro and stick it on there. And it's already peeled off, so this is sticky right now. So what I can do is just see exactly how I want this on here and set it down. And there we go. So there's the Thanksgiving place card. So for this one, it is still the rustic white from Paper Tray ink, 1 3/4 inch circle that I punched. Then I have a red scallop circle that I cut on my Cricut from Mini Monograms, real dial size on at 2 inches, and that's pure poppy cardstock. Everything I used was Paper Tray ink. Here's one of their stamp sets. This is the 2010 holiday tag set. So I went ahead and stamped my reindeer in dark chocolate ink, colored him, and used some stickles for his little Rudolph nose. And then you can see on the back I put a piece of Velcro. So when it comes Christmas time, I can just remove the leaf on the place card and replace it with my little Rudolph. So there you go. So I'll show you all the different ones I made. There's quite a variety, and I hope you enjoy.